Paul Watson is the convicted violent criminal from Canada who has managed to build a whole business out of being a criminal. Now, that's not new. It's what we call organized crime, except that most organized crime is sort of quiet about it. I mean, the mafia don't have public websites where they boast about breaking the law and even post evidence of it in the form of videotape. That would normally be insane for a criminal to do. But in the case of Paul Watson, it's the key element to making money. He doesn't rob ships at the high seas. He harasses those ships, attacks them, rams them, seizes them, but not for their cash. He shows videos of his actions on the internet and to doe-eyed reporters and asks for donations from the public. And last year he raked in $11.4 million at it. Look at that. He's not even hiding it in his mattress or, I don't know, wherever biker gangs or the mob puts their money. He's meticulously reporting it to the IRS through his Sea Shepherd Society. And even more amazingly, he issues a tax receipt to his donors. $11.4 million a year. That's amazing. That's how you do piracy in the 21st century. Although wealthy Hollywood elites and the left-wing consensus media loves Watson, well, poor people don't. Take a look here at how Watson likes to operate. We showed this clip yesterday. It's Watson in a big ship picking on some poor Central American fishermen. Look at those guys. I bet they don't even make 10 grand a year. Their boat's about to fall apart. And here comes the rich millionaire on his massive ship, threatening to ram them, hosing them down, and eventually capturing them and towing them, essentially kidnapping them. Huh, what a brave coward. That incident, videotaped boastfully by Watson to put on the internet to raise money, is why he was arrested in Germany. But he violated his bail conditions and fled. He's a criminal fugitive. Look, he doesn't just pick on foreigners like the ones you see here. He comes after Canada's lowest income people too. He hates Canadians who hunt for seals, in other words, our northern Inuit, and many people in Newfoundland and Labrador too, our poorest province. If you thought it was bullying of Watson to take his big ship after that little Central American fishing boat, well, check out this video. Check out the tiny boats these Aboriginals use to get around. I mean, they'd be crushed or drowned if Watson's ship was allowed to get to them. Fortunately, in this case, the Canadian Coast Guard placed their ship in between Watson and the sealers. Look at the tiny sealers on the ice floes there. And the Coast Guard was protecting them from Watson, who's filming this right here. The Coast Guard didn't try to sink Watson, as he would have done to the sealers. They actually just politely requested that he stay a safe distance away from them and put themselves in between when he wouldn't. Listen to this exchange he has, Watson's crew has with the Coast Guard. Listen.
Yes, sir. So I will once again ask you to remain at least half a nautical mile from the sealing activities.
Free ride of passage.
Gagosier, Folly Mullet. We are a Dutch registered yacht. We have freedom of passage through these waters. We are in international waters.
See, Watson's pirates think that was great PR. That was their own videotape. Some people actually get a kick out of his bullying and send him money for saying we're not going to stay away from the sealers. But here's the thing. Seals are not an endangered species. Never have been. They're like seagulls or mice. Rats is actually a better comparison, probably, considering how they devour fish. But seals are cuter than rats, so they're a big money maker for Watson. Don't take it from me. Take it from Watson himself in this 1978 radio interview he did with Barbara Frum.
Mr. Watson, how easy is it to raise money against the seal hunt?
Well, I think that of all the animals in the world, or any environmental problem in the world, the harp seal is the easiest issue to raise funds on. Greenpeace has always managed to raise more money on the seal issue than for the campaigns than have actually been spent on the campaigns themselves. The seal hunt has always turned a profit for the Greenpeace Foundation. And then other organizations like IFAW, API, Fund for Animals also make a profit off of the seal hunt.
You suggesting that they fight for seals rather than other animals because it's easy or easier to raise money that way, or because it's a profit maker for them?
Well, it's definitely because it's easier to make money and because it does make a profit, because there are over 1,000 animals on the endangered species list, and the seal isn't one of them.
Isn't that amazing? Now, that's why Watson said he broke ranks with Greenpeace. They were the money grubbers. Well, now he's out grubbing them. Listen to this.
The seal is very easy to exploit as an image. We have posters, we have buttons, we have shirts, all of which portray the head of a baby seal with tears coming out of its eyes. Baby seals are always crying because they're always the salt tears keep their eyes from freezing. But they have this image of they're baby animals. They're beautiful, and because of that, coupled with the horror of a sealer hitting them over the head with a club, it's an image which just goes right to the heart of animal lovers all over North America. And now we have a dozen people this year from Greenpeace, California. I mean, they're coming from the highest standard of living region in North America. They're traveling to the place of the lowest income per year area on this continent, telling them not to kill seals because they're cute but non-endangered species.
Now, Watson was mad at that back then, but he's doing it now. Let's be clear here. Paul Watson isn't saving the environment. Scientists say there are actually too many seals in the North Atlantic. It's the reason the cod stocks are so low. But he's saving his bank account using what he learned from Greenpeace. He's profiteering. Like any pirate would. It's foul, it's immoral, but it's also deeply anti-human. Remember what Terry Audla, the Inuit leader, told us on our show last month.
We rely on our bounty that's within our reach, and for celebrities to try and take that away from us is wrong. And I'm of the opinion that if they're going to suggest that they're trying to help our cause, then if they want to do that, just leave us to our bounty.
Exactly. Listen, I don't care how many celebrities, Pamela Anderson, love Paul Watson. I don't care how many gullible pensioners or naive school children send Paul Watson money. He's a convicted criminal, and he's fleeing the law right now. He lives by punishing fishermen and creating fake controversies, saving seals that are anything but endangered. I'm embarrassed that he's a Canadian, but I'm proud of our Coast Guard for intercepting him there, aren't you? And I stand by Terry Audla and every other Canadian, whether they're Inuit, Indian, or white, who wants to earn an honest living trapping, fishing, or hunting.